Hello, this is the Fun with Electronics Project 5 Basic Idea Circuit. So, in this project, what we're trying to make is a kit light like is seen in the 80s show Knight Rider. So basically, when we look at it, it's going to kind of go back and forth between a bunch of different LEDs, in our case 6. So, how we're going to do that is we take a 555 timer biased in astable mode as our clock input, and we're using a potentiometer here so we can change that guy up and get a varied frequency for our clock output, or input I guess, into this, whatever this chip is. It's kind of like a demux counter. So you put in a clock signal, and each cycle it's going to count all the way through these and then go back to 1 for the next signal. Cool. And then that guy keeps track of how many we have, but that's irrelevant for our purposes right now. So we leave him not connected. And then all the black numbers here are what stage these pins are going to go out to. So yeah. And then here's what each of the stages looks like. So we have this guy. I think it's to amplify that guy's output. I don't think it's strictly necessary, because when I was testing that one, I literally just had a resistor going into a LED and it worked exactly as I wanted it to. So this seems completely extraneous, but it wants me to build it, so I did. And then the input from that, or it takes from one of these, goes into here, and then the output from this guy is going to go into this circuit here, which is used to keep our LED on for a little bit longer. So this circuit is designed, this red part, this stage, if you will, is designed to turn on immediately and then turn off, like fade out. And that's accomplished kind of by this capacitor discharging. So in the manual, it says to use 1K here. I used 330 ohm just because I had a bunch of them for building 6 of these guys. And then I used 22K and 100 microfarad there, because I wanted like 2.2 millifarad, which we just don't have, and honestly I couldn't be bothered to build it. So I just kind of did some shuffling around and multiplication in my head to get something somewhat close to a similar time constant. Cool. Then I just picked 1K because I like the blue 1K resistors. They're pretty. Alright. So if we go over here, I actually have it running right now. We see our VCC is 9 volts. Oh, and I don't think I mentioned over there, but all of the grounds that you saw were common. So I have them all hooked up over on hardware. Yes, this took 4 breadboards. So that's the first stage, 555 timer. That's the whatever CD54HC4017 chip circuit. That's the extraneous input one, and that's our output circuit. As you can see, it's kind of oscillating back and forth, which is exactly what we wanted to do. So right now I have the potentiometer turned all the way clockwise, which is the maximum resistance it can have in this setup. If I turn this guy all the way counterclockwise, we see that those speed up dramatically, because we have less resistance here. So we sped up our frequency of our 555. And it'll kind of go all along the analog range until it gets really slow.